Washington was. We had a good amount of people turn up in Washington, which was cool, more than last time I think. In fact, we were tooting on selling the whole thing out, short of a few people, which is good. Even if the figures are to be believed, and they often aren't. So that was really good. That's a very encouraging start. Merchandising did very well, which is again encouraging because we need that to do well to help to minimise some of the loss that we're making on the tour, because the tour's losing a lot of money, but we knew that before we started. Steve's gear and Richard's gear was supplied over here by PV rather than us bringing over, which is good. Steve's gear was turned up all fine, but one or two parts of Richard's gear was missing, which was a bit awkward, but got around that. Lashed something up, but it was alright. Yeah, it's cool. The gig itself is great. So we've been here before. We really like it. It's very clean, tidy. The gear works really well. Good stage size, and it's just a really nice layout. Dressing rooms are fine. So, in a bad area, mind you wouldn't want to go out and go walking about, but that's true of a lot of the places we're doing. So no, good. The actual gig itself, a little bit nervous when you first gig of any tour, I suppose. Even though we've been doing a lot of touring recently, still a bit nervous. But it went really well. I thought the crowd would be slightly more, mad for it, as they say, going for it than they were. So that was a slight disappointment. I was hoping with the new album and this continuation of this much heavier direction that the crowd would be more. It's very enthusiastic, and I'm not dismissing it at all by any means, but the way in which some crowds respond to what you do is slightly more reserved than some others. And you still get your encores and you still get your cheering, but it's a crowd that's leaping up and down and going mad and screaming at every little move you make. It was obviously, from our point of view in the band, a lot more exciting to perform in front of than people that clap and shout in between each song and then wait for the next song to start. Washington felt to me a little bit like what we call watchers or listeners, people that aren't really going for it madly. That's the way it seemed, but often on stage you get a slightly different feel to how it actually is being in the crowd, for various reasons to do with whether the monitors are and what you can hear and what you can't and so on. So we don't always get an absolutely clear idea of how things are going down, but that's the way it felt to us anyway, to me. I won't speak for the others.